that brings me to the question of who is Mike Weatherford? I mean, why do you deserve your own show? I mean,
well,
give me a little bit of background. People who don't know, you're not just Mike the Muffler guy.
Right.
Mike the mechanic.
Mike.
Exactly.
Mike, there was a band. We had a band that time.
Greased his fingers over.
But, why do you deserve your own show? What have you done?
Really, that's a good question. I don't know how to answer. Kevin, why do I deserve my own show? It's your idea.
You want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Well, you've been successful in a lot of things you've done, not just your own business, but people don't know it, but you've got this movie that they followed you around and watch you do that, the Derby Madness. And
I had my 15 seconds of fame.
You put the Derby world you made it into a circuit.
Yep.
And you're the one who kind of drove and did all that. And then your background, some of the stuff I didn't know with the stunt car driving and the stunt coordinator, I guess, for different people. And, you involved in Nashville and stuff like that. And you was also big-time drag racer and won a championship.
That's right.
So he's very driven, so
I've always, to carry further what Billy was saying, I've always been an adrenaline junkie from an early age. I've drag raced. I've done it across the country. I had big sponsors, and I learned a lot from doing what the sponsors wanted me to do. I had to show up and do stuff. No, they don't just give you your money because they like you. You got to perform. I was always under the gun to perform. And then you got obligations, like these NASCAR drivers. I never was as big as they was, and I'm not claiming to be. But I still had obligations I had to meet. And I learned a lot about promotions. And I applied what I knew about promotions to the sport of demolition derby because it was unorganized in this area, completely unorganized. And it can't be organized or it wouldn't be what it is. So I just got some sponsors together that I was familiar with, and I started this series. And then here come the movie company world. They said, hey, man, you got something going here. We like to get behind the scenes. And so they followed me for a year. Everywhere I went, slept with me just about, but I like the street outlaw.
Did that cost extra?
Yeah, I charge them extra to sleep with me. But, they got names for that.
I'm kind of cheap that way.
Yeah, I know you are, Billy. That's why I have to warn you about baby mamas and stuff when the law's in here.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's right. But, I got the sheriff coming.
Yeah.
Chief of police.
Yeah. And then I applied that, what I learned from drag. There's a picture of my race car. I've seen that's pretty cool. But I applied that, and then CMT. I did a lot of work for CMT. I did some stunt driving. I did some videos. I've worked with a lot of artists. And it's just the way it is. I mean, it's
in your blood, like me.
Sure.
You're like me, it's in your blood. I felt like you had to.
I don't know if it's in my
inevitable.
blood. Yeah, I think that I like to talk, and I'm a sponge for information. I know a lot of worthless crap. I can fix
That brings to my next question right
here.
So, from a viewer's point of view, watching the show, you say you're going to be tough on your guests. You're going to ask the tough questions.
Sure.
How do my viewers know that you're not just full of shit?
Well, I'm not a journalist.
That's almost a trick question there, Kevin.
Well, yeah. I am full of it, but how I'm not going to let y'all know I'm full of crap is I'm going to ask questions that I hear at my shop, I hear at the restaurants, I hear it everywhere I go. Hey, Mike, have you heard about this? What are they doing out here? Well, and I'm going to ask them questions what I'm hearing. And it's not going. I'm not going. It's sort of like being mean to your customers. You can't run your customers off, and I can't run the guests off. And I'm not intended. That's not what I want to do. I want to get him in here and say, "This is what I'm hearing, X, Y, and Z. What's really going on?" And I want them
looking for answers.
Yeah, we're looking for answers. Just let them tell us what's going on. Like the Taters Hayes out here building this road. I asked him point blank. You heard it. What's taking so long? He explained to us the nuts and bolts of building a highway. I'm going to ask all these people that. What's going on? Because we're asking you to tune in and find that answer.
So what can we expect in the future? What kind of guests?
We're expecting to have we're going to do everything from UFOs. We're going to talk to our
Bigfoot, hopefully Bigfoot,
Littlefoot. We're going to talk to Bigfoot. He's going to come in, and he's going to bring his sidekick Littlefoot, and we're going to talk to our local politicians and leaders. We're going to talk to business people, and then we're going to get into the state. We're going to start talking to our high elected officials. I mean, congressmen and stuff like that. And then my goal is to work our way up till we get some of these bigger I would call them stars, come in here and ask them questions, because these guys are hounded every day for stuff, and I want to get them in here and just talk to them like you and I are talking, and have fun with them, and let them have a place. There's a lot of these music stars that's still making music today that's never quit, but they don't play it on the radio no more. It don't fit what they think we want to hear, and I want to get them people, stars, in here. What have you been doing? I know some of these people. I'm not a name dropper, but I know some of these people. Can they fit me in their schedule? It's according to how much salt I got on this show. If y'all listeners will tune in and like us, the Mike Weatherford Show, start liking us and start pumping up the more people I can get in here.
Yeah.
So where will they see the show?
Do what?
Where will they see the show?
You tell me.
MikeWeatherford.com.
That's right. MikeWeatherford.com. All I do is sit up here and run this mouth of mine, and I let Billy run that mouth of his. And you know what? We run our mouths pretty well together. But, Kevin, you tell me, when are we going to launch this thing?
From what I understand, it's going to be sometime in July.
All right.
If it's not going to be pushed to early fall, but right now the plan is for July.
July. We can't wait too late, because we done got a lot of these shows in the bank, and the people, they say, the crowd is going wild.
Always leave them wanting more.
They want more.
But,
so what are your plans?
Tune in with us.
Telling me,
grow with the show.
That's right. We're not
like
perfect.
Said, we're starting local here in Paris. Everything that affects the people here and the residents of Henry County, and grow to the state of Tennessee.
That's right. I want to invite people. I want to invite anybody to come on this show. They can contact me. They can contact Billy. They can contact you. And hey, I'd like to come on the show. I'd like to talk about this. We'll work you in. I mean, we'll get you on the show, and we'll ask you questions, and we'll let you answer the questions, and then I'll just sit back and let you tell us what you want to say. Tell me who you are. What are you doing? What? Now, let's get to the nut cutting here. What did you have to tell me to get me to agree to come with you?
Oh, just that I've been in television for over 20 years, and we're new to the area, and we love Paris, and we love Tennessee, and we've never been in a place where it felt more like home than right here.
Well,
and I want to be a blessing to the community, a blessing to the state and the county and all the people. And I just believe, like you said, the stars lined it all up. God put us in place. And
amen.
What little your history? I know you worked on some shopping networks or something.
Home Shopping Network.
You worked on there for years, and I know you was a rock and roll star at one time. I seen pictures of you with blonde hair.
Yeah. Called me Great White.
Great White.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Blonde hair down to here.
Yeah, I seen that. That was pretty cool. When I seen that, I looked at you. I said, "Who's that?" That's me. I said, "Oh, okay. That's cool. What happened?" I mean, your hair turned gray, mine turned loose.
But it's in my blood.
That's cool, man.
Since I was 15 playing guitar.
So you're supposed to interview me, but look here, I'm interviewing you. But I want everybody to know who you are. I'm good at that, ain't I? But that's what you got to look for. But I want people to know that we've got this guy, Kevin, is just not a fly-by-night. I mean, he has built us a good set. He's got the equipment. There's 4 cameras on us right now, and there's guys back here running them cameras, and Kevin knows how to do this. Is it a low budget? Well, sure it is. We ain't got deep pockets until the sponsors come on. But this man knows what he's doing, or I wouldn't have put my name with his.
And we're committed.
And he's committed.
All of us are all committed.
I like the vision that I'm seeing out of this. One of the things that I thought about it when Mike asked me about this is we have so much stuff going on around the community, the nation, the world. What better place to do this than have a grassroots thing?
That's
because
right.
we're losing the communication skills that we need. All you see is texting and all that other stuff.
And Billy and I both talked about this. If you want to hear strictly politics where they talk about the other party and one party, there's plenty of that. Mm-hmm. That's not what Billy and I are. Do we have our political views? Yeah. And are you going to hear it? I'm sure you will hear it, because, it's just the way it is. We're just common folks telling you how we feel. But that's not what it is. I'm not asking people to come on here so I can rip you up and make you look bad. No, I want to ask you questions. I want stuff that my fellow Parisians would want to know, because all we get right now is rumors and half truths. There's nowhere to go to do what we're doing right here.
So your goal is to set the record straight for
set the record straight and have fun doing it. And we don't expect to get paid out of this, but I do want some sponsors. So contact me, reach out to me, reach out to Billy, reach out to Kevin. we don't care as long as you reach. And if you want to be a part of the show, we'd be glad to have you. We're going to do it without nobody, but we like to have you.
Well, I don't see that coming because I've got so many people lined up. I've been doing the hunting industry for over 13 years, and I've got folks just all over the place, and I got people in the music industry.
Well, we've already got, Billy, we got Bad Boy Mowers.
Oh, I know.
Bad Boy. Everybody likes Bad Boys. We've got Napa Auto Parts, which has been my partner for 100 years.
My chiropractor down there in Murray, Kentucky.
Yeah, Murray, Kentucky. That's right.
You need to hook me up with him.
We've got Take Me Back Restaurant. They're coming on board. And we haven't even released our first show yet.
No, not yet. It's in the works.
Yeah, and we've got a lot in the bank. But what I want Kevin to do is just to take this little old, what do y'all call it? I call it burps. What do you call it?
Call it what?
Burps. The little deal we're doing now. Just release it. It ain't got to be edited. If I say a dirty word, put it out there.
Oh, yeah. And it's not going to be a whole lot of editing.
I want everybody to know what we're doing because we've already got nearly 200 likes on our Facebook page. I noticed that you do, Kevin, and we ain't even done anything yet.
Eventually, I'd love to be live, which would be totally cool. Have people calling in and asking questions live of you and your guests.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I'm all for that. But people, I want you to understand it. We're not journalists. We don't say we talk like we do in the South. So we don't talk professionally.
I was raised on
someday I can get that accent like Billy.
I was raised on black-eyed peas and cornbread and a little bit of rice.
You look at Billy over there, him just sitting there with that Filipino heritage. You expect him to talk like a bunch of pots and pans hitting the floor. Ting chong, ping tong tong. But Billy, sing the national anthem.
You ready for me to do that?
No, he's just
that's copywritten.
He's just as country as cornbread. And he's a good guy. I was
going to start singing Dixie. That's our national anthem.
There you go, right? But
Southern Pride.
I want to get everybody to watch us, pay attention to us.
Like us, share us. Comment on us.
Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for listening to everything that we've had to say. And we're being told by was he the co-producer or what is he? To cut it. What's this mean, Kevin?
That's cut. That's
cut.
my job.
Okay, so how come that guy's doing it?
I don't know.
He's doing cut.
He just strolled in off the street.
He's holding up a sign. It says
he's got some backing.
I am running this when Kevin is on the microphone. So I guess he's the boss. He's saying cut it.
5, 4,
See y'all.
3, 2, 1, cut.
Yeah.